Hello, this is Jamie with Creations Misfit, and today I'm going to show you how to make a really quick and easy crochet ring. I guess these are all the rage, so I just made a really quick and easy one. You can embellish them however you'd like, or just leave them as is. So let's go ahead and get started. Today you will need a 3.5mm hook and a little bit of yarn. I would suggest a size 4 cotton yarn. That's what I used for both of these. That's what I'll be using today. You could also use acrylic. I would maybe suggest a DK weight or like a 3 or a 4. I wouldn't probably go any larger than that. And then you'll need some scissors, a yarn needle to sew in your ends, and any embellishing that you may want to do. I just glued these on. All right, so let's go ahead and get started. To start off here, we are going to do a magic ring, and if you are unfamiliar with that or you need a little bit more time for that, I have a video. I'll put a little card up here. You can click on that, check it out, and come back. Otherwise, this is how I do my magic circle. I just put the yarn around my fingers like this and make an X in the back. Kind of hold that down with my pinky. And we go underneath this first one, over the second, and pull up a loop. And from here we're going to chain one, so I'm just going to go right underneath this piece here and chain one, and then you can pull the magic ring off of your fingers, and there we have it. So for the first round we are going to do 8 single crochet into the ring. We just do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. And then you'll pull your magic ring closed. And we're going to slip stitch into the very first single crochet that we made to close up the round. There we go. And moving on to round 2. This is actually the only round after 1. So we are going to chain up 2. And in the very next stitch, we're going to place 1 double crochet. Okay, not the one that we just did our chains in. We're going to do a double crochet in the next stitch. And in that same stitch, we're going to do a half double crochet. So just go right back in that same stitch and do a half double. And then in the next stitch, we're going to do a half double crochet. And in that same stitch, we're going to do a double crochet. And this will be your repeat pattern all the way around. We're going to, in the next one, we'll do a double crochet and then a half double, and then the next one you'll do a half double and then a double. So just go ahead and finish that all the way around. You should have 16 stitches when you get to the end, and I'll meet you right back. You can just pause the video and we'll see you in a minute. Okay, I finished my 16th one, and you're just going to slip stitch into the very top of that first first double crochet that we made, not the chain 2, but the first actual stitch. Just go ahead and slip stitch there, and you should have this. It kind of looks like a little bit of a like diamond shape or something. Okay, and from there we're just going to do the band. So you're going to chain up however many you need. For these two, I did 6 chains, and those seem to fit. Like my ring finger, it fits fine. Even my middle finger, it fits fine. So you'll just have to kind of measure it on yourself and see how many you need. But chain up however many you need. I'm going to do 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. And then we're going to just slip stitch straight across. Okay, so just grab the stitch that's directly across from where you're at. If you want to count to make sure where you're at, you can do that, but you can kind of just eye it and slip stitch there. And then we can tie off our yarn. So I'm just going to do a chain 1 and cut my yarn, leave a little tail so that we can sew that in. And you can pull this off. And then you have your ring. And you can embellish it however you'd like. Like I said, I just went ahead and glued these two on, a little flower and a little bead, and you'll want to obviously sew in your ends to make sure that those are not in the way. But there you have it. There's a crochet ring. I hope this was helpful. I have a lot of YouTube tutorials here, so if you'd like to stick around or check out my channel, this is like the smallest project I probably have, but I have a lot of beginner friendly, intermediate tutorials, all kinds of things. And if this worked for you and if you liked it, I would love for you to leave a comment below. Let me know how it worked, or what color you used, what yarns, anything like that. I love to hear feedback, and I just appreciate you being here. So please subscribe if you'd like to see more videos, and check out my others, and we will see you in the next one. Thank you so much. Bye.